Morning, Vegas. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, right? I think. Today's the first day that SEMA is going to be open to the public starting at 9 a.m. Right now it is 7:26 a.m. I'm up a little bit earlier than our call time of 9:30 that I just got to check, so that changed to 9:30, which is awesome because I want to go film and check some photos of my legacy in the booth before it's open to the public so I can have some photos to post. So I'm going to go get there a little bit early. I bought shoes that literally specifically just to match the legacy's accent color purple. I bought these human races specifically just to match the accent color of my legacy. I'm going to wear those today. Super stoked. Yeah, let's head over to the convention center. I'll lug my big ass backpack. Let's get over there and check out the legacy. Also today, we're going to be talking to a bunch of the young guns. That's the main part of today, is that we're talking to a bunch of young guns in person. And the field gets narrowed down, I think, from the top 20 to the top 10 young guns. And then also the Battle of Builders gets narrowed down as well. I could be wrong about that. Sorry in advance if I am, but let's get over there and figure it out.
I think that's what a joke is. You never know, though.
Alright, so we're back inside SEMA this morning. It's a little bit quiet. The show doesn't open to the public, or not to the public, but normally it doesn't open until like 9 a.m. But people are starting to come in. I'm gonna go straight to the legacy. Go get some photos of it, get some video of it for the video, get some photos for like the debut shots of it for Instagram and whatnot. And then I need to meet up with the rest of the Young Guns judges back at 9:30, I think. So I have like an hour and a half to get some shots of the car. I'll get some handheld footage of the red, do some slow-mo. And yeah, go check out the legacy in the sunlight. I still haven't seen the legacy realistically in like bright sunlight. I saw it last night, but it was really dark. But I think it'll be in direct sunlight this morning. Watch, it's gonna be just in the shadow of the building or something. Toyo tread pass again, cleaned up nice and early. Let's go check out the legacy. So last night Toyo finished rolling in all their other cars, or this morning they finished rolling in all the other cars. How's it going? Morning. As you guys can see, this was a little bit more empty last night, but let's get to the legacy, take some photos, get some something to post, and then go do our Young Gun stuff. All right, so I just grabbed some photos of the car and some video on the red, some handheld stuff. I'm copying into my phone right now. The car is over there, and we're going to head back. We need to go to the Young Guns judging, or we need to meet up at 9:30. It's 9:26, so I gotta go meet up with them. I'm gonna leave the car. Hopefully the battery doesn't die. Sorry, Optima, we have a lot of lights this year. But the car looks amazing. Starting to get some foot traffic through the tread pass. Shout out Toyo, thank you so much. But I gotta get to the job. I'll come back and check in more on this throughout the week and definitely on Thursday, but I'll catch you later on today when we need to jumpstart this probably. Woo! I'm like, look who we found. One of us. So all the Battle of the Builders are around here. The Young Guns, all the Young Guns are getting gathered around. They're about to announce the winners for the top, or basically who's moving on into the Battle of the Builders competition from the Young Guns category.
Starting off with Austin Haynes, a 1977. Congratulations. Chelsea Lesnowski, 2013 Scion FRS. Cody Nebeker. Jacob Griffin and his 1975.
Congrats.
Next up, Tommy Williams and his 1954 Chevrolet 3100.
You guys maybe recognize some of those faces that we saw. Those are some of the guys in the back of us. That's the top 10 of the Young Guns. Those are our guys. Still going to get narrowed down to only one eventually when it's the top 4 of the Battle of the Builders. Curtis is one of our top 10 Young Guns right here. He had that CUDA that you guys saw with the Viper swap CUDA yesterday. Super cool. It's cool to see all these young guys so happy and in such a cool category with so many amazing builds.
JF Lanier, the 1964 Pontiac Acadia. Stunning car, and JF, of course, is built.
So if you guys don't know, this is actually Kaizo Salim, pronouncing it right? Yeah. So you designed the Live to Offend kit, obviously with the Live to Offend guys, and your guy back there is in the top 10 now with that E30. How's it feel having that kit that somebody who's under the age of 27, one of the Young Guns, built with your kit, built their car around it, and now they're in the top 10? How does that feel?
It's quite surreal. I've literally just found out this moment that he's in top 10. So I've seen the car, and now I'm here.
First you designed the car, now you just saw it for the first time, and now your guys are already in the top 10. That's awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's SEMA, isn't it? You know?
That's it. So getting organized right now on the stage. These are our top 10 Battle Builders Young Guns that are moving on into the competition. One of these people in front of you are going to be that one person standing on the stage at SEMA Ignited that's going to be in the top 4. Who's going to be? Zach. Zach was one of the top 10 Young Gun builders. Zach, the car behind us, just remind us again the car that's right behind you.
Yeah, it's a 31 Ford Model A.
We'll just jump into this real quick. How does it feel to be in the top 10's Battle of the Builders SEMA Young Guns competition so far?
It's an exciting feeling for sure. I kind of went into it with the thought that like I'm already at SEMA, can't get that much better, you know. First time coming to SEMA.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
So I was just telling Zach, the way I judge the Battle of the Builders, the way I'm looking at stuff with the Battle of the Builders is obviously the stories and everything that goes into the cars and whatnot, but you guys know how I do is I film stuff. I film cars. I film all that type of jazz on how I think stuff might look rolling or how I think I might be able to capture something. And your color of your car really stands out. I think it looked really cool on video. I think how low the stances of your car. It's not like the cars that I'm into is stuff like this, right? So stance and JDM stuff like that. And this is like literally these two cars are the total opposite of each other, but they're almost at the same height. Have you seen your own car rolling by any chance?
No, I've never actually seen my own car driving by itself. Yeah.
That feeling is going to be like one of the best feelings ever.
I was actually, when I first started into cars, I was one of the Stancy boys as well.
Oh yeah, you were one of us?
I was one of them, yeah. I had a Datsun that was literally scraping frames everywhere.
Hell yeah.
So I was one of those. But yeah, there's so many cool cars here. Like there's an RB swapped. You don't usually see younger people with these kind of things. You see some 60-year-old guy.
Right?
I don't think it was ever smooth sailing for sure. I didn't know how to weld when I started it, first of all. So I borrowed a friend's MIG welder to just teach myself and just running beads on steel to teach myself how to weld. And then I welded the frame. So hopefully that worked out well because it hasn't fallen apart yet. So I must.
That's good. That's good.
Then,
well, if anything, you could always use zip ties.
Yeah.
Zip ties and duct tape.
Should be okay.
It works on high right rods, right? It's all out of my garage. Yeah. All out of the garage. Yeah.
What do you want to? What would you show off the most out of anything? If someone was like, "Hey, show me your car," and you only had 1 second to show them, what would you show them?
The roof is all handmade. Like that's just the sheet of steel that I went and rolled out on a Harbor Freight bead roller. So that's probably like the one thing, you know.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, I'm glad you're proud of your car, and I'm glad you are now in the top 10. Appreciate you and your time, and good luck in the rest of the competition. Like we saw yesterday, Chelsea's car that was in the Stance Wars video that you guys saw a lot about has come a little bit of a far way since then. She made a lot of new changes since then, and now also one of those changes being that you are in the top 10 of the Young Guns for the Battle of the Builders competition. We were just talking about your tubbed bay and this little piece you made up front here. Can you tell us a little bit about what went into that?
Okay, so this was a project I decided to take upon myself a week and a half, I believe, before the car got trailered to Las Vegas. So how I curated this was I actually took tin foil, just regular kitchen tin foil.
Like Reynolds wrap? What are we talking? Like brand, ShopRite brand, or?
Oh shit, you know, the cheapest there is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now after all this, I get it.
And I actually went to my local fabric store, got the hookup from a couple of my old lady friends out there. They got me some felt, and what I did was actually, I made a template obviously out of cardboard first, laid the tinfoil down over the template, and then spray glued the tinfoil to the felt. I mixed up some fiberglass resin, and I actually resined all of these in the car. So once they were hard the next morning, I took them out. I started to body work them with short strand fiberglass, and I went through the resining and short strand process a few times until I really was happy with the results. And then I had high build primered them, sanded them out, and then sprayed them exactly one day before the car was going to be picked up to come to Las Vegas. Yeah, it was a process, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and quite honestly, I did not know what I was getting myself into.
And you managed to get yourself into the top 10 of the Battle of the Builders Young Guns, which is awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe it, honestly. It's so euphoric, and I'm really grateful to even just be here. So.
What do you think about the other cars, the other Young Guns in the competition, other people that are 27 and under kind of doing the same thing that you're doing? What do you think about everyone else kind of doing this all together and wanting to better the community as a whole by starting young, building their cars young, and learning?
I really appreciate it. You know, I've had the opportunity to meet quite a few of the other top 10 Young Guns, and I'm really proud of them. You know, a lot of these guys have sort of been in the same position that I've been, and for the longest time I kind of felt like I was going off having pretty much no money and trying to build something that could live up to the standard of some of these, you know, big shop built cars, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not in a position to do that right now. So I think it's really awesome, and it makes me really happy to come out here and see all these other kids my age striving to build a name for themselves and keeping the young generation alive, which I'm all about.
Okay, Tommy, hey, how's it feel? You are what's going on right now? What just happened over there?
I'm in the top 40 at SEMA. 2019 Young Guns top 10, so
Just to be here is a huge accomplishment. In my mind, so.
That's got to feel awesome, no?
Yeah, to be recognized as top 10 of the up and coming in this industry, it's can't ask for anything better than that. So
pretty damn cool. What would you say? Well, first of all, fill us in again briefly on what's behind you right now. What'd you build?
So this is my 1954 Chevy pickup 5-window. It's a classic hot rod style build with just a beautiful paint job on top of it. House color brandy wine with a jet black base. So this truck, I envisioned it having this nasty attitude and stance, and that's why we went with the jet black base. And that gave it that dark undertone, and then we touched it up with some stainless steel accents, and then murdered out all the chrome.
Hell yeah!
It sounds mean, looks mean.
Yeah.
And it's just a ton of fun to drive too.
Viewing this thing from the front is awesome. That's a whole nother look. You see from the side, you see the beautiness, you see the color of the paint come out, and then you look at it from the front, and it's just like screaming at you. It just looks like a mean old grandpa like coming down the road at you. It's really cool. So now we're back inside. We're out of the sun, and we're inside at the McGuire's booth where Kyle has his lift-to Fend E30 behind us. Kyle, can you tell us a little bit, just give us a brief synopsis about the car. Yesterday we kind of saw it, and we talked to you a little bit. Give us a brief overview if you can.
So it's an 88 E30 BMW with a 6-liter LS swap and a lift-to Fend kit, and then a ton of carbon and custom fabrication work done to it to make it race ready. We made the top 10 for the Battle of the Builders Young Guns.
And how does that feel?
It's surreal. I have no words.
How old are you again, by the way?
24.
24. So you fall perfectly under the category of 27 and under. What would you say was the coolest part that you did by hand that you're most proud of about this car?
Probably say the carbon fiber roof is all hand laid, and it was done in the spare bathroom at my shop using a roof that was cut off of a car in the junkyard, and then prepped and laid out just with me and a couple buddies. So it was the first time to do it, and it came out, I think, great for being what it is.
And so you did all of this. Kyle did by hand, and he laid. And you said this roof was from another car?
Yeah, from a slick top car in the junkyard that the owner found a couple years ago. He just went and chopped it off at the pillars and put on his ski rack and strapped it down and took it home.
Did he come to you and be like, I want this in carbon, and then you were like, okay, I'll make it happen?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. The kit is amazing. The kit stands out. The kit looks amazing, and that's like what a lot of people know. But then looking into the bay and seeing all the custom work you did down in there, that's got to be something to be proud of,
so
no?
That was a really big focal point. Obviously, with the 8-to-1 exhaust coming out the engine, the whole engine's been pushed back about 8 inches. The whole firewall was remade from fresh sheet metal. And we spent a lot of time just making sure everything was symmetrical and it fit really well, tucking all the wires and stuff that you didn't want to see. And just making it look as clean as possible.
It is almost 3 p.m. right now. It's 2:59. We have one more car to interview, that C10, that orange C10 right behind us. I haven't been out front at SEMA at all so far. It's actually nice to see some of these cars out here in the sunlight. I haven't even got to that section over there where the Hoonigans are. I'm going to spend some time there Thursday, film some slow-mo, probably at sunset. Let me get the sun real quick. Yeah, I'll probably spend some time over there at Hoonigans watching them drift to get some of that slow-motion footage come Thursday when I have a free day. Because that was some of the footage I was most happy with last year. That stuff looks so cool. All the smoke, everything like that, with the sunlight coming through the buildings on the strip. Everything looks really neat. But we have one more car to interview from the Young Guns, the last top 10. The other ones are getting interviewed by the other half of the team, with B is for Build and the other guys and girls. So we're going to get our last guy here, and then we're going to move on. Everyone else is probably going to depart. I'm going to go hang out around the Legacy for a little bit, see if Ryan from E30 and 20 is in yet. If so, I'll go meet up and hang out with him near the car. If not, I don't know. I'll go film some cars in the meantime, but I'll probably stay here as long as I can today, just to spend some time with the Legacy, just because I haven't really seen it all today, other than this morning from when we first loaded it in. This is Brad. He's the last guy we're going to be talking to today from the Battle of the Builders Young Guns. He's in the top 10. Brad, there's a giant orange object behind you. What is this?
71 Chevy C10. To look at it, looks like a pretty stock truck, but it's all in like the small details of it. A lot of really small changes like the drip rails and side marker lights. Anything that could be cleaned up from a stock truck's been cleaned up, reworked.
Perfect. Awesome. And Brad, you are part of a certain category, a certain class of upper echelon as of today. What happened today?
Got top 10 in the Battle of the Builders Young Guns.
How does that feel?
Pretty good.
Were you expecting that at all, or were you just coming and thinking like, someone's going to beat me, someone's going to be better than me, I don't know, I'm not going to make it in? What were your thoughts coming into this?
I wasn't really sure if I'd make it or not. I didn't get a chance to walk around and see anything else, so didn't really know what else was out there. This is pretty much all I do. It's like work in the garage or work on my truck. I'd say there's probably 2,000 hours in it.
Sheesh.
Over the course of 6 years.
Are you happy with where it sits right now?
Yeah, I don't really think at this point there's anything I'd really want to change on it. You know, working on other people's stuff, it's hard to find time to, you know, get to yours after all day.
Mm-hmm. How'd you find that time? What did you work like late nights, early mornings, behind the scenes?
Late nights and a lot of just not working on other stuff to get it done.
Obviously, the car looks amazing, and it speaks for itself that he made it into the top 10. It's an amazing truck. So I keep calling it a car. I'm sorry, I know it's a truck. I have a minivan now. I bought a minivan, and I keep calling it a car. It's a van, but congratulations and best of luck in the rest of the competition. Thank you so much, man. So we're pretty much done today. That was the last interview we're doing. Hope you guys enjoyed some words from those guys and girls, the young guns that are now in the top 10 of the Ballad Builders. I'm just going to walk around real quick. I'm going to go check out the Legacy. I'm going to go stand by that for a little bit, see if anybody else wants to learn about it, or see if the lights are still on. Hopefully they still are. And then we'll head out of here a little bit early because I do have some editing to still do. And then we have a dinner tonight with McGuire's, which is pretty neat. So I'm just going to walk around for a little bit, check out some of the other cars because we haven't really been able to see too much. Thursday's the day we're going to get to look around and see a lot of stuff. But otherwise we haven't been able to see too much just yet. So I'm going to look around, see what's around, and then go check out the Legacy. So much to look at. That's the thing. All right, it is now 6:19 after whatever you guys saw. I just finished taking care of my car and just doing some end of the day cleanup and roundup of it. As you can tell, team is pretty much empty. I'm gonna head back to the hotel. I have a dinner at 8 I gotta go to. But today was awesome seeing all the young guns, judging their car, or not judging, but talking to the young guns more was really cool. Hopefully you guys got some insight and some influence or some inspiration from them. Tomorrow's another big day. Lots of SEMA stuff still to do. This field's gonna get narrower and narrower and narrower. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog. I will see you all in the next one. Check out the Young Guns. Really, they will inspire you guys to do something cool with your cars, or to be a builder, or to get yourself involved in this field, or come enter your car in the Ballad Builders one day. See you guys in the next one. Peace.